Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the new Kim Kardashian West Beauty, KKW Beauty, I never know what to say, KKW Beauty. The Kim Kardashian West Beauty Powder Contour Palette. So if you guys saw my review of the contour and highlighting sticks, then you know that I kind of had a rough introduction to KKW Beauty. And when I saw the contour and highlighting palettes come out, the photos, again, I wasn't super impressed. It just didn't look like she was really doing anything different. But I am going to give you a full review of the product itself, everything that I think. So it comes in this big box. The inside of it does match the whole color scheme, so all of the colors are pretty consistent. I did purchase this myself, and it did take a week, I think, to receive it yesterday, which was Tuesday, and I ordered it on the Tuesday when it launched. So it took a week, which is kind of weird because I'm in Los Angeles. But yes, we have the return of the trash bag, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like this. The palette itself came in a box, which is kind of nice. It wasn't just like the sticks where they were just like thrown into the bag. Whatever with the bag, as long as it comes in a box. The packaging itself is really nice. The paper, kind of a matte, and it has like a really smooth feel to it, and then it's got the same nude color scheme as the sticks did. The weird thing is that the entire thing, the palette and the brush comes in this little plastic thing. It's all in this other plastic bag. I don't know what it is with plastic bags. And it's like a freeze dry container, you know what I mean? So like those air saving bags. So everything was in here and then like it was vacuum sealed, which is kind of weird. It's like a little bit weird. I don't know. It's not very luxurious or anything. It's very, I don't know, kind of oppressive and utilitarian. But the palette itself is yay big. I like the size of it. I think it's nice. Is it not quite square? It's not quite square. It's a little bit wider. And again, it's a paper palette and it's similar to the unicarton that it came in. It's nice and matte. So that's a really nice feel. I love the colors. Like I do love the color scheme. And then on the back, it just has the names. I guess they're just called Highlight 1, Highlight 2, Contour 1, and Contour 2. One of the things that I didn't like about the sticks is how cheap they felt. Like they felt very light. They didn't feel luxurious or expensive at all, especially for the price. But this does have a really nice weight to it, which is, it's just nice. You feel like you're getting something for your money, you know what I mean? So I bought the medium kit because the light kit was sold out by the time I got there. So when you open up the palette, you do get 2 highlighters and 2 contour shades. This would definitely this is what I would call a bronzer, but I mean, I guess it depends on your skin tone. And it does come with this really nice mirror right here. Oh, which is really nice. The mirror is really nice. So this would be like this is like a nice travel palette just because of the mirror size. Okay, so we have Highlight 1, Highlight 2, Contour 1, and Contour 2. The first highlight shade is this really beautiful pale gold color. I really, really like the color of it because it's not too yellowy, but it's also not too neutral. It's like a little bit more warm. And then we have more of a neutral. It's what I refer to as more of a pink shade, but it's definitely more neutral for like normal people. Things just pull really pink on me. Contour 1 is definitely a very orangey brown, in my opinion. For bronze, it's very, very orangey. And then Contour 2 is just kind of like a nice neutral contour color. When I first saw it, I thought it would be a little bit too warm for me to contour with. So that was my first impression of the colors. The formulas are really nice. The highlighters are very natural looking. They're not heavy at all. They're very sheer and it gives you your skin a really, really nice sheen. And you can definitely build them up, but it doesn't give your skin that like white cast, which is really nice. Highlight 1, the yellow shade is the gold shade is particularly natural looking on my skin. And then Highlight 2, this like light pink shade is very intense. It definitely has it has a very, very light base. And if you're really dark, you definitely have like more of a white cast. So I used Highlight 1 today all over to hit my temples, my brow bone, my cheekbones. And then I went in with Highlight 2 right here, like right on the tip of my cheekbone, and it just like intensified it. But it still looks very natural. Like when I turn, it doesn't look like really heavy. It doesn't feel heavy. It gives my skin a really nice sheen. So it's very natural looking. But as for the bronzer and contour formulas, they're really nice. They're very, very natural. I think all of these formulas, the highlights and the contours, are very, very natural. They kind of remind me of the powders from the Natasha Denona contour palette. And I don't want to say that they're sheer, but they're very satiny. So it's very difficult to build them up and make it look like too much. The formula itself just reacts to the skin really nicely. It just kind of melts into the skin. When I'm looking at the colors, I love the 2 highlight colors. I think they're beautiful. I think that they're really nice options. They're not glittery. They don't have like a huge chunks of pearl in them or anything, which is really nice because I know that Kim has been going for more of a minimalistic, more natural finish with these products, and I definitely think that she nailed it with these highlighters. They're very, very nice. The bronze shade is definitely way too orange in my personal opinion especially for me, but I think for anyone, it's really, really orange. For a bronzer, yeah, it just has way too much orange, and I would love to see like it toned down a little bit, maybe a little bit more neutral. It doesn't need any red, but maybe just like a little bit more olive, just a little bit. And then the contour shade is nice. I think the contour shade personally would be a better bronzer on me because I am so olive. Those shades tend to pull really warm on me. So I did use it as a contour, and I don't know if you can tell, but my contour just seems really, really warm to me, like really warm, and I don't really like it to be that warm. And I did use it as my nose contour, and I guess it works. On camera, it looks fine, but in my personal opinion, I think it's way too warm. Like, it just looks very orangey in person to me. The brush is odd. I just don't know how I feel about these brushes. It feels the same as the first one, so it feels cheap. Like, it's just this plastic here. I was able to actually remove the brush though. I don't know if you guys saw my review of the other, no, I'm not gonna be able to take it out. I don't know if you guys saw my review of the sticks, but I saw Kim say in her video with Jaclyn Hill that the brushes were removable, like the head was removable, and I couldn't get it out. Like, I tried there you go. That was so much easier. I was actually able to take it out this time. So you just kind of like pop it out. Easier for cleaning, or I heard her say that you can like mix and match depending on like which brush heads you prefer or want to have together. So that's kind of nice. But like I said, the first brush from the sticks, that it wouldn't come out. Like, I couldn't get it out. But yeah, I just don't know how I feel about the brushes. They're just very dense. Like, I don't know how I feel about they're okay. They're soft. The contour brush worked. I used it for my bronzer and my contour. It worked, but I just felt like it was very, very dense and just kind of put down a lot of product. Fortunately, the bristles are really, really soft and it's not too dense, so it does blend out really nicely. Kind of similarly to the first brush that I used to blend out the contour for the sticks. The shape of it is it's very sharp on the edges, and it's pretty flat on the top. So it's not what I would gravitate towards for contour. And I definitely felt like it kind of put down a little bit too much product, but I was able to blend it out. So I don't know, I'm gonna probably have to play around with it. I definitely wouldn't buy it if it didn't come with this already. And then as far as the highlighting brush, this definitely isn't something that I would ever use as a highlighting brush, but it worked. I mean, it worked fine. I feel like it kind of picked up, similarly to the contour brush, it kind of picked up a lot of product because they are more dense. If you feel them, the bristles just feel very stiff. I use this Morphe brush, which is very light. It's natural bristles. And if you touch the top of it, they just kind of splay out because they're very, very soft and they're not packed densely. But this one is just, I mean, I don't know. It's just not something that I would use for highlighting. Like, I wouldn't use this brush. I wish that she sold them separately because I definitely wouldn't, like, I don't need this. I'm not gonna use this. So this powder, contour, and highlight kit, including the brush, it costs $52. And then with shipping, it was $8.95. Shipping was $8.95, and then tax, I don't know how much tax was, but it's a lot in LA. So, or in California, I mean. So I like this palette and I'm definitely going to use it. I'll probably end up using the warmer bronze shade as like an eyeshadow. And I do like the highlighter formula, so I'm definitely gonna be using those. Like, I really like the way they look. I think they look really natural, but you can build them up, and I like the two colors. They work nicely together, they mix well. And then the contour shade is nice. I'm definitely gonna use it as like more of a bronzer, I think. But yeah, I like it. I like the packaging. I like the weight of it. I'm not gonna use the brush. But overall, for the price, $52, I definitely think it's overpriced. It is so overpriced. I do think this is nice. So if you're obsessed with the colors, the formulas are really, really nice. If you've been looking for a highlighting and contouring palette, like something that you want to travel with or something that you need to have as your like everyday palette, I think it's a good option if light, medium, or dark, if any of those work for you. I would definitely look at swatches because I don't have light and dark, so I don't know. I will have to see how much I use this. I'll keep you guys updated probably on Snapchat and Instagram just to see, you know, how often I'm reaching for it, but I'm definitely going to be using the highlighters. Like, I really, really like the highlighters. So I'm happy to see an increase in quality in this palette compared to the sticks. Like I said, the weight of it is really nice. They're not really doing anything different though. I mean, how many palettes do you have that look like this? You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing special, but I do think that it's really nice, and if you're interested in it, I would recommend it. The brushes just get a big thumbs down for me all the way around. I think that they're bad. They're so cheap. It's like a dog toy or like a little kid's toy or something. That's what it feels like, the plastic. Yeah, I don't like the brushes at all. Not a fan of the brushes at all. All right guys, so that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. Hopefully it helped you decide whether or not you like this palette. If you have the palette in any of the shades, please let me know what you think in the comments down below. And let me know if you like the brush. I don't know about these brushes. I really don't. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm uploading. You can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. All of that is listed down below. Really quickly, I do want to let you guys know I did film this tutorial. I don't know if it'll probably be up after this video goes up, so watch out for that. All right guys, again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.